What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be shooting my Welch Recurve. This was a Dakota Pro Hunter, but I put his 48-pound limbs on this riser, and I don't know if I'm getting it apart, but we're going to shoot it today. We're going to really focus on form. We're going to focus on picking that spot and really drilling our attention into that spot and releasing the arrow into at a point where we're gonna hit that spot we're looking at every time. Alright, so the first part of this video is just gonna be picking that spot. We got the staring the heck out of the middle of that spot on my Broadhead target. All my attention's focused on there. Everything that I'm thinking about other than that needs to go away. So let's go ahead and get that attention focused and then go through with our shot process. This is my first shot of the day, so this is the one that matters. Great shot, right in the middle. Been a perfect shot on the animal, and that's what we're looking for. So with this bow, I want to look at everything I do during this shot process. We're going to look at the way I grip the bow, how I draw the bow, where I anchor, how far my elbow is coming back, whether I creep forward or not, whether I twitch my hand around the bow, everything. Everything needs to be solid and still and locked in before we shoot. So let's go ahead and get that hand, not like this, but like this, where we're not going to move it. Go ahead and pick my spot. Everything about that shot was good. The only thing that I did different was I drew up while I was picking my spot. That's not it's not a usual habit for me. I usually pick my spot, then draw, get into position, and then shoot. All right, so this is my Welch Dakota bow. It's a pretty heavy, thick riser. Everything on the bow is built to perform. It's not like the prettiest bow in the world, but everything else around that is solid. This wind right now is just blew my camera over, so we're gonna shoot until we lose the camera again. I'm afraid I'm gonna break my camera, so I don't want to do that. But let's do a little bit better form than we had on yesterday's video. Right in the middle. Moved that hand up a little bit, but it was right in the middle. I wasn't gripping the bow. I wasn't letting down. It was solid, follow through. Everything was in the center. Right there, in the center again. This bow shoots. This is a good bow to practice learning traditional archery. It's not one I dance around with. It's one I stay silent with, and this is probably one that I need to continue to shoot to make my archery better. We're going to take our next shot with the Broadhead. This is the Simmons Swamp Shark. Everything's going to go the same way we shoot any other arrow, except we have a live blade on the end of this arrow. So we need to make sure everything is in good form, our release is perfect before we release that arrow into the air. So let's go ahead and get locked in on that spot and go through with the shot process. So that was a really good shot. It's right in the middle of the target. Even with this wind, we had very little deviation from the center. Let's go check it out. Alright, so here was that last shot with the Dakota bow. This bow, the whole shot process, the grip, the draw, everything is pretty easy with this bow. It's a 48-pound bow. It shoots really nice. It's fast. This is a 575 grain arrow, and it shoots this arrow pretty flat. So pretty quick bow, awesome shooter. This is with the broadhead, right on the edge of the center of the target. I got wind blowing today, but if it shoots itself. This thing is with good form, like I had in every shot I've done today. With good form, your arrow's going to go exactly where you're looking. Alright, so I stepped my shot back a little bit. I'm comfortable with this bow enough that I feel like I can step out with these heavy arrows. I'm going to shoot 2 shots right in the center of this target, and we'll go get them and shoot another 2. Let's go through with our shot process. Y'all watch my form and see if it looks a little bit better than I did yesterday. Good shot, a little bit to the left. I may have gripped the bow, but this wind is kicking. Let's put this one in the center. Boom, awesome shot, right in the center of the target. Alright, like I've told y'all, this Dakota bow is really performed. It's, you know, it's purpose built for hunting and target shooting, and Rick just, he made a good bow. Let's put this one in the center. Right in the center. Alright. So my block target's kind of behind the bush down there. We're going to take a shot with the broadhead. I'm going to focus all my attention on that one spot from here. We're going to put it in the center. It's a good shot. The arrow went in the center of the target. Let's go ahead and shoot these 2. Put these in the center as well. Good shot. Alright, so on that last shot, that last arrow landed to the right. It may have been a combination of me creeping forward a little bit, letting down on the shot, and the wind, but we're gonna mostly blame that on me losing my form, not staying fully anchored and creeping forward. So we're gonna put this broadhead in the center of the target, maintaining perfect form and hitting where we're looking. Alright, that was a better shot. The shot was still not perfectly in the center, but it was only about 1 inch to the right, so much better on that shot. Let's shoot another one. Alright, let's put this broadhead where we're looking this time. Right in the center. Awesome shot. Broadhead flew right in the center of the target. Alright, so these next 2 shots are going to focus on my form again. So we'll just maintain that getting to anchor, maintain that good form, and keep that elbow back. Hopefully this camera doesn't fall over because it's moving like crazy. Just like that. This wind's blowing so bad today. I don't know if y'all can see it behind me, but it's kind of crazy out here. Alright, so I moved my camera into a spot that I don't think would be getting any trouble from the wind. So let's focus our attention on that target, that spot, get into good form, follow through, and make 2 perfect shots. Good shot, a little bit low, but I didn't move from where I initially wanted to shoot. Good shot. It kind of surprised me, landed in the exact same spot as the other arrow. I want to shoot 2 more and put them right in the center. Alright, so these next 3 shots are going to be one first with the broadhead, then we're going to shoot the 2 field goals. We're going to really focus on that spot, maintain good form, get a good release, and keep that elbow back so we don't creep. Good shot, right in the center of the target. Let's shoot 2 more. Form and focus. That's the main goal of this video. Form and focus. Right in the center. That was an awesome shot right there. Alright, so those last 3 shots were pretty acceptable for me. I want to get this last shot with the broadhead. We're going to focus our attention on that spot in the middle. We're going to do everything we know to do, put the broadhead where we're looking. These arrows are a little bit loud. Whew. So, on that shot, it was perfectly in the center, but when I was raising that bow arm, I raised it up a little bit too high, and it shot high on the target. Let's shoot this arrow next, and we're gonna lock in on that spot and put this one in the center. Just like that. It's right in the center of the target. Good shot. Right where it needed to be. We need to be doing that with the broadhead, but got to keep on shooting and practicing. Alright, so this is the shot. I'm going to put the broadhead in the center. Good shot right there. Alright y'all, this video was much better video as far as me maintaining my form. Just get out here and shoot. Do your part till hunting season and pick a spot. It's our main goal. Pick a spot and put the arrow where you're looking. Two shots right on top of each other. Now that's picking a spot. Alright, like I said, pick a spot. This is about probably a 13-yard shot here. Both areas right where I was looking. Good shots. Check out these Welch Dakota bows too. This is an older bow, so I don't know if you're going to be able to get one. But I like shooting it. It's got a good grip on it. It's kind of wide and it's solid. Your hand just goes in the bow. You keep your hand like this the whole time you're shooting. Or a little bit, you know, keep my grip a little bit looser than that, but it points, it shoots well, it's fast, and it's a good bow. But this whole video was about form and focus. If you can maintain that solid form and keep everything into alignment and don't move around on your shot, you know, keep that back tension, solid anchor point, keep the bow level, and don't move your arm up and down, your arrow is going to go where you're looking. One of my main things that I do, I'll miss low because I'll hold the bow low, or I'll miss high because I overcompensate and start moving that bow arm up as I'm shooting. You have to go ahead and pick your spot, and once you get that bow arm up, it's going to stay there, you know. It's going to stay in that one spot. You don't need to move it. All you need to do is focus on that point until your arrow hits it. I appreciate y'all watching today's video. Remember, archery can be frustrating, but also very fun. When you get out here and shoot, just remember to maintain your form, your focus, your control. Do everything that you need to do to make the perfect shot. But also, don't get too tied up if you're not making a perfect shot. We all have days where we're not perfect, so that's how I live my life. You're gonna make mistakes, especially in archery. But the more you practice, the more confidence you put into what you're doing, and the more attention you put into detail of why you're making a bad shot, why you're missing. That's all steps you can take to correct whatever you're doing. I'm going to take one last shot, do everything I know to do. If I make a perfect shot, good. If I don't, oh well, at least I tried. Perfect shot. That's how you do it. I don't know what that guy in that last clip was talking about. We don't miss around here. Sometimes the deer get super close. You usually don't have that with the pig, but with that too, I'm gonna show y'all a way to sneak up on the animal, make a good shot.